All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are in overdrive right now, correct? Houston, I am good. Okay, let me, there's some news I wanted to hit here at the end. This has been we've been live for 3 hours now on the PrisonPlanet.tv streams. So that'll be up there. Also, we're still streaming live, but in a few hours we'll be up at PrisonPlanet.tv for folks. And I want to thank all of you at YouTube and Daily Motion, all the other great sites. And now, because YouTube and Google are censoring openly in policy, don't desert them, because that's still a big viral spread area to get into the enemy matrix and deprogram. But doubles, put it up on Blip TV or Daily Motion or Lively. Doppelgang your attack pattern. When the enemy tries to move with censorship, you intensify the attack on their operation. This story needs to be turned into a YouTube clip, so I'm requesting this right now. Huge development. We know with Internet 2, they want to tax and regulate and shut down the old hubs and force you onto the new ones. We know in France and Germany and Europe, they're banning a lot of free speech on the Internet, setting up Internet commissions and making people register websites, and they use firewalls that Google and Yahoo run in China and other areas to restrict free speech and censor the web. So our NSA-founded, DARPA-founded Internet grid, run by Google and Yahoo and others that control the infrastructure, not even the infrastructure, the software, they're killing the web. But a few months ago, this man, Lieberman, who openly calls for fascism in the United States, and is basically a foreign agent, not really an American, says that he wanted YouTube and Google, anything that criticized the government, anything that criticized the military, anything that made the military look bad, is helping terrorists. Troops massacring children, killing animals. Even after and I noticed YouTube that had pulled the videos over and over again, the Marines throwing the puppy off, which was later admitted by the Marines to be real. ABC, Fox were playing it and saying it's horrible. But YouTube wouldn't allow you to upload that, and they would erase it. And videos of troops for fun shooting families off the road, they take those down. And now they tell you in the rules area of YouTube that that is terrorism. Now, they also mention H.R. 1955, entitled Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention. And in that, it's passed the House, and they had hearings last year and earlier this year where they showed on C-SPAN during the hearings architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth, which have gotten peer review that the buildings were blown up, basically. You bet that threatens the people that blew them up, the real terrorists. And they show them with Al-Qaeda videos, training videos, and said, this is Al-Qaeda, it needs to be banned. So, I mean, it's so over the top. Yeah, 9/11 Truth's dead. The government keeps saying that. It's bigger than ever. They're scared to death of it, folks. Their operatives are out there telling us to stand down. YouTube's version of Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. YouTube has implemented its very own version of H.R. 1955 entitled the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act, or 1955, which is in the Senate and is not law as of this writing. It's passed the House, not the Senate. But for the millions of people who post on YouTube, however, it may as well be law. You may recall Senator Joseph Lieberman earlier this year barking orders from on high down at Google, the owner of YouTube, demanding the popular video site block content depicting assassinations, death of U.S. soldiers, as well as weapons training and speeches that encourage violence and could be used as a tool to create homegrown terrorists. You show a mainline AP clip of a tank getting blown up, they'll suspend your account. Or you're a Marine and come back and show your own video, they ban it. So it's horrible. As Chismira writes for Eflux Media. At the time, YouTube called foul and said, we respect and understand Lieberman's views. YouTube encourages free speech and defends everybody's right to express unpopular points of view. So it's okay to show simulated murder of soldiers all day and of women and children in these games, or the rape of prostitutes, or ultimate fighting for that matter. But, and I'm not calling to restrict them, by the way. My point is now they want to restrict our right because we're destroying the mainstream media. The newspapers are falling apart. Mainstream media is imploding because they've been caught lying so much. Now, Lieberman now has released a press release saying he appreciates YouTube. He wants Google to do more to ban free speech. 4 short months later, after media attention has long since shifted elsewhere, YouTube and Google have sent the First Amendment to the recycle bin. YouTube has posted a warning in its community guidelines meant to stop such videos from being uploaded on YouTube, a move that apparently pleased the neocon Lieberman at least somewhat. Senator Lieberman hailed YouTube's decision to strengthen its standards. However, he also continued to urge Google, who owns YouTube, to remove all videos produced by foreign terrorist organizations. You mean those uploaded by the CIA and they've been caught doing it, fake ones? Yeah, go check it out. They've been caught on record. Not just those that violate community guidelines, explains. So, if you read the bill for yourself, it says anything basically criticizing the government, H.R. 1955. And they mention architects and engineers for 9/11 truth. Now 400 and something architects, engineers, and physicists. I mean, that scares them in peer-reviewed journals now. I mean, big journals are peer-reviewing it and saying, yeah, bombs. It goes on. Even so, Lieberman insisted YouTube represents a tool for Islamist terror organizations to recruit and train followers. That said, it's time to pull out all this info perspective. First and foremost, the validity of Al-Qaeda and other supposed terrorist videos that inevitably end up on YouTube must be challenged. And major studies have been done at the Intel Center, run by former Black Ops commanders from psychological warfare under Rumsfeld in the Pentagon and CIA run Intel Center. They upload their Intel Center logos in the same video layer as the Al-Qaeda scroll. I mean, come on, folks. It's white guys, ADL, heads, sons, and grandsons are white Al-Qaeda saying, I'm going to kill you. They use computer-generated bin Ladens that have been exposed to be fakes, that are video game quality. I mean, it's incredible. And it goes on. In other words, Lieberman and Google should have banned the CIA and Mossad from posting fake videos, and a number of videos are so obviously fake as to be ridiculous. And the article goes on. Understand, folks, America is America, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, because we do have a First Amendment, and they are attacking it. They are going after it. And they say the terrorists attacked us to get our liberties and our freedoms. But then the government's always taking our liberties and our freedoms. YouTube needs to be, sponsors need to be boycotted. But do not stop posting there. Post under other names, post under duplicates, slightly change videos, and realize the internet's under attack, and use it while we still have it. Because under Internet 2 and separate videos and articles we've written about that at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com, we break down the statements by Internet executives, by Time Warner, by Comcast. They're already doing it in Texas and areas of Canada and Europe. We're already, it's a cocktail or multiple attacks, a squeeze job happening. So use the Internet while it's still there, in its current free form to some extent, and fight for its continued freedom, but act like and behave like it won't be there tomorrow. This is so important, ladies and gentlemen. This is really happening. Call your congressmen, call your senators, because it's already passed the House, and tell them, do not pass H.R. 1955 that creates a federal board that will decide who gets to basically have free speech. And they say they want to certify websites, whether they're trusted or not. I mean, this is a government censorship board. The White House admits they've paid for tens of billions of fake newscasts a year, fake reporters. Armstrong Williams is only the tip of the iceberg. They admit for 3 years CENTCOM engages in fighting with bloggers online. A lot of the handles on YouTube and Google attacking us and threatening us. You go back to their MySpace and Facebook. It is military, psyops people. These are un-American trash who hate this country. They want to bring down the First Amendment. The American people together, all of you taking action, can defeat them and will defeat them. So defend the First Amendment and call Congress and tell them no to H.R. 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. God bless you all. We now go back to retransmission from the first hour, where I break down the sick taste of the elite, the clear murder of Barry Jennings, and much, much more. The imploding economy by design. Stay with us. Transmission live now ends. Back tomorrow, live 11 a.m.